Yesterday was December 20th. Yesterday I rested a little. For the first time in a long while, I woke up without the urge to rush anywhere. Then I got up, walked toward the window, and looked outside. But what I was really looking at wasn't the street. I was thinking about windows. A window is a strange invention. It's not a wall, but it's not a door either. It lets you stay inside while showing you the outside. A window is the state of witnessing without participating. I stood in front of the glass for a while. I looked at other people's windows. Some were open, some were closed. Some curtains were half drawn, some let light leak through, and some showed no sign of life at all. Then I realized this. Windows describe the distance people place between themselves and the world. Some open the glass all the way. They want the wind, the noise, life itself to pour in. They take risks. They accept the cold, the mess, the disruption. Some keep the window closed. They watch the outside, but don't join it. They stay safe, but untouched. Some leave the curtains slightly open, as if saying, "I'm looking, but don't assume I want to be seen." Maybe this is the most familiar state of all. The window made me think of this. People usually open their windows, not their doors, because a door is a decision. A window is postponement. You look outside, you understand what's happening, but you wait a long time before letting it in. Maybe that's why modern people live at windows, in relationships, in life, in ideas, always behind glass. We see, we say, but we don't say, "Come in." Yesterday, while looking out the window, I realized this. I too had been watching life from behind glass for a long time. Not fully involved, but not completely detached either. And maybe that isn't a mistake. Maybe it's a state of preparation. Because sometimes a window is necessary before a door. December 20th made me think this. Every window is a threshold, but not every threshold has to be crossed. Some exist only to help us understand when we're ready. When evening came, as I always do, I opened my date notebook. On the page for December 20th, it read, December 20th, 1860, South Carolina declared its secession from the United States. I paused for a moment, because there was a quiet connection between this date and what I had felt earlier that day while thinking about windows. Separation is often described like a door slamming shut. Loud, definite, irreversible. But history doesn't move that way. Great ruptures in history begin by looking out of windows. South Carolina didn't really close a door that day. It had been standing at the window for a long time, asking, does staying in this house still serve me. It was watching the outside, weighing what was inside, letting the decision ripen. Separation is rarely an act of sudden courage. More often, it's the result of accumulated hesitation. Aren't people the same? No one leaves a relationship, a city, a life, all at once. First, they move closer to the window. They look outside more often. The sounds inside grow muffled. The possibilities outside become clearer. And one day, the glass is no longer enough. But the window still matters, because a window is the rehearsal for leaving, the courage to see the outside while still remaining inside. South Carolina's decision later led to great suffering. Not every separation brings liberation. Some only create new costs. But this remains true. No rupture happens without a window. December 20th made me think this. Leaving is about the door, but the decision is made at the window. And sometimes, even if a person isn't ready to step out yet, standing in front of the glass brings them a little closer to their truth.